I want to get some firewood going. I just have to do some chores first, because last time I was in the forest in the last video, I actually managed to break the brake of my MS500i. So you can see here that this is broken. So I have a replacement brake which I want to install. Alright, so first I have to get this brake off. So I guess it's this part here. That should be easy enough to remove. That's number one. Unfortunately, my workshop is still a mess. So the majority of the things I just have to do outside while I clean up the workshop. So half of the handle of the brake is off. Nothing else I can lose. And the other half is probably, I would imagine that the other half has a similar screw here. But how hard can it be? I'm a software engineer after all. I can do everything. At least that's how the joke goes, I think. So it looks like this thing is behind whatever you call this section here. So I guess I'll have to take that off to get to it. I think I just need those two here. I think that's all I need. There we go. Okay. And there we have the brake mechanism. What I think I'll do, because I have it open right now anyways, I'm going to get my compressor and just blow it out to clean it up. Just so that I don't lose the screws, the plate, anything else that might be blown away. Looks much better. This might be the easiest way to get this spring off here. Do not know how much tension there is on it. Quite a bit of tension. So I'll try to take this lock ring off here, and then when I have this, I think I can pop it off. Okay. With that out of the way, let me see if I can gently pull this up. All right, there we go. Well, that was easy enough. Pieces off. Time to get the new brake handle. Okay. Okay, that looks good. That looks promising. There we go. That looks good. Okay. That looks like it did before. Now I have my lock wash. Alright. Now let's get that thing back on here. There we go. Professional. Now this looks good. Time to reinstall this spring. All right, this looks much better. All right, that's tight. I also got a small modification for this steel because I really want to install this wraparound handle because I figured it makes cutting in some situations a lot more comfortable. So let's see if we can make that modification also. So this side is loose. That's good. There we go. Easy enough. Alright, the brake works amazing. The wraparound handle is nice also. So easy modification, and I'm quite happy with it. With that out of the way, we can move on to a related but slightly more pleasant and less exhausting topic. So I bought, maybe some 3 years ago, when I first got the excavator, I bought a hydraulic log splitter for it, which right now is on the ground. I previously attempted to make it a 4-way log splitter, but the steel here isn't thick enough, so it bent. So I'm going to grind this off, the other side too, and then I'm actually in luck, because one of the previous owners anyways, left some really thick, I think 1-inch steel plates lying in the forest. They look like they used to be a blade of some sort, and I'm going to cut them into pieces so that I can actually weld them on here. So I marked it out. I figured 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and then I'll put 10 centimeters, orthogonal to the actual wedge. And what I'll just try, because I've never done it, I bought a Weaver plasma cutter a while ago, and I figured it might be easier to cut it with a plasma cutter than with a grinder. So time to try something out. Well, that did not work as planned. I can cut through here, but the center section is actually too thick. I checked the specs, and the plasma cutter from Weaver is supposed to cut 14 millimeters. This is 20 millimeters. So it'll be a regular grind job. So I think at least the horizontal welds I like. I'm actually quite happy with those on all the sides. Looks nearly professional. And now comes the most exciting part, seeing if I can use this actually. So I think that worked really well. It's not perfect, of course, but it's splitting the wood as it should. It didn't bend, which is also very, very important. So I'm a happy camper. I think this is amazing. And splitting this wood, I mean, it's wet wood because it's sat outside for, I don't know, 1.5 years. So that's a lot harder anyways, but it worked still quite nice. So I'll call it a success. And I have a 4-way log splitter now. Woohoo!